What do you recall about your thought process in the moment? Sticking with the five you stuck with in the fourth quarter the other day, and is there an assistant or someone maybe that you'll lean on tonight, maybe to try to get some other guys involved if that opportunity presents itself?
Are you saying that because I'm inexperienced and that was an inexperienced decision that I made? You think I don't talk to my assistants about substitutions every single time out?
No, I just think there's a lot of coaches lean on their assistants in those situations.
As do I, every single time. That's a weird assumption.
Thank you, Coach.
First things first, I have to give credit to the Minnesota Timberwolves with Ant-Man and company handling business. They gave the Los Angeles Lakers a gentleman's sweep. The Timberwolves, during the summer, they lost former #1 draft pick Karl Anthony Towns to that trade with New York. But I've always said Cat, in my opinion, he's a little bit soft. He doesn't play inside enough for me personally when I watch. So I knew the trade wouldn't be so one-sided with Julius Randle coming in. Julius Randle's the type of guy who kind of needs to have the pressure removed to thrive when he's in that clear number 2 or number 3 scoring option. That role, he puts in a lot of work, especially in the post. The Timberwolves, they won that series off of managing situational basketball better than the Lakers did for the entire series. Now, Anthony Edwards didn't go crazy each game. There are moments that he took over at different spots. Julius Randle didn't have a clear, mismatch all series outside of, a few moments that they were picking at each game. But it wasn't like, he was just way oversized past somebody. Rudy Gobert's his game 5, that was not happening in games 1 through 4. So, we have to look at what the Lakers did not do as well as what the Timberwolves did do. But we're going to look more so what the Lakers did not do. If we look at them, they had multiple issues. Now, let's start off with Jared Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt, he's one of the best defenders in the league. He's about 6'9", 6'10". He can run, jump. He's got good strength. He's not going to get bullied in the post by most players in the league. He can legitimately guard 94 feet, and he was, able to be pretty effective during Game 5 at helping slow Anthony Edwards down to shooting 5 for 19. Now, he wasn't on the whole game, obviously, but helping him slow down a little bit. The man only played 60 minutes for the entire series, in comparison to Luka and LeBron playing 200 plus. Now, during Game 5, when Rudy Gobert is eating people up for breakfast, do the Lakers send out their young 7-foot defender to guard him? No, they do not. They kept him on ice, giving him 4 minutes for the game. This is just statistical talk, but let's actually break down some film. We'll use Game 5 just because it seems like all of LA's problems just came to light with this game. Now, disclosure, I'm not using the full game tape. I'm only going to use the highlights from the NBA just because I don't have access to the full game tape with all the misses. Excuse me. Game tape, you can see all the misses as well to kind of see what bad shots were taken. If you watched the game, you saw the bad shots. But the first play we'll look at, you'll see that Julius Randle, he's got Luka Doncic isolated, sizing him up, potentially drive left or right. Gobert's clearing Rui out of the way, clearing the driving lane. It's clear Minnesota's plan of attack. Find Luka, make him work, get him tired or in foul trouble because he's not a great defender, and he has to conserve his legs for offense. Randle drives, steps back, simple step back, hits an easy jumper at the line. Second play, Randle again takes the ball on the break, sees nobody's at the rim because Rui is guarding Gobert at the three-point line. I don't know why, leaving Luka on an island, which Randle basically blows by him for an easy lay. And, if you played that game, you already know the deal. T-Wolves kick the ball looking for Luka once again, getting the defense to move, keeping everybody honest. They find Luka. Rudy is boxing out LeBron, and McDaniels basically gets an easy dunk. Finney-Smith, this is the fourth play. Finney-Smith and Luka, they don't switch or communicate. Julius Randle gets an easy 3. Now, this is one of the things I really like that the T-Wolves did. They work on getting jump shots as much as possible. Now, Ant-Man, Edwards, this man is always doing off-the-dribble stuff, but he's not crazy with it, unnecessary, for the whole series. But it always felt like LA had to work really hard to get shots off the dribble. They're basically shooting shots that you can live with the opposition taking because even if they get hot, they can't keep that up forever. The fifth play, not my favorite shot, but I'd rather this than a shot off the dribble. Randle does a screen handoff to DiVincenzo for the 3. Reeves, he doesn't even look like he's trying to fight over the screen. Next play. This is the problem with not having a defensive anchor on your team to call things out. There was a Kevin Garnett on this floor in Kleber's spot. He would have called for Luka to either stay on Edwards or drop down to Reeves. because Vanderbilt and Luka are guarding the same person. Because it's just silly. It looks like a 3-2 set, but I don't think they're actually trying to run an official 3-2. I mean, NBA zones just don't work that well. This Lakers defense was not good. They do stuff that doesn't make any sense when you're watching it live, and it looks even worse when you rewind it or slow it down. Now, this next play, Vanderbilt does a great job staying disciplined, chopping his feet, not jumping, getting his hands up without fouling. But this defensive set is a wash because there was nobody boxing out Rudy Gobert for an easy rebound, and he gets the easy second chance points. Now, Vanderbilt, this next play, he overplays it a little bit. He gets caught lacking. Edwards takes it to the cup, gets the and one. Now, my question to JJ Redick on that play is, where the hell is the rim protection? You keep having Rui and Reeves switch for whatever reason, and this keeps leaving Reeves in no man's land with Gobert. That's barbecue chicken every day of the week. You got Vincent, next play, you got Vincent stuck on Gobert with the T-Wolves just taking high efficiency shots while the Lakers they have to dance to get points with Luka and LeBron. Next play, I don't know who told JJ Redick double teaming while playing small ball is smart. Because, as long as the ball moves, the big is going to end up free. And what do you know? Easy shot, easy lay, easy dunk. Next play, why do they keep switching and putting Reeves in these situations? Rui Hachimura is he's just so much more equipped to guard Gobert than Reeves is, and he keeps leaving Gobert in the paint to guard, Julius Randle from three? Julius Randle shoots 40%, so if someone's on him, he's going to be way less effective and efficient than Gobert next to the rim with Austin Reeves on him. You're going to get Austin Reeves either in foul trouble or he's going to get easy 2 points each time. Next play. This isn't even a high IQ play. This is just, anybody who's played basketball, you already know when you got a duck on you. I got a duck on me, give me the ball. He's way too talented on offense to be this much of a liability on defense. He knows this is a problem because any good team, as we saw with the Celtics last year, they will just let Luka cook and stay home on shooters and go after him on defense. And over the course of the series, it's not going to work. Or their game plan, with Luka working like that's not going to work, as we saw with the Celtics last year. Your legs are going to get tired. Your teammates are going to get siphoned out of the game. You cut off all oxygen. They're not really able to get easy threes and easy lays because everybody's staying home. Nobody's helping, and there's no gravity effect. Now, next play. I don't know why these guys, they had Rudy Gobert. When this man slipped the screen or he set the screen and took off, I don't know what they think. Rudy Gobert is no threat outside. What threat is he outside? There should be nothing that fools you into thinking he's cutting outside or will pop out for a jump shot, mid-range. He's not doing that. Next play. This is the beautiful danger that is Luka Doncic. When you have a great player like this, you sometimes think that just letting him cook will work. But just look at how much dribbling he has to do and the fact that his teammates are just watching. The defender guarding this, or the defenders guarding his teammates, they get to rest. People get disengaged. You get cold. You don't touch the ball consistently. You're not moving. You're not keeping the defense honest. There's no potential breakdown from confusion there. And players like Luka and LeBron, they need people to crash in on them, that gravity, to be effective. Now, this was good defense by McDaniels, but better offense by Luka. Long-term wise, over the course of the game, the T-Wolves did the right thing. I want him working like hell for every point. Next play. Now, plays like this, they're inexcusable. DiVincenzo, he gets Reeves off his feet, and he should splash, the open three. He misses, but once again, there is no Laker who is a rebound fiend. They have nobody, who's just going after the boards. Boardman gets paid. These boys have no interest in getting paid outside of jacking up shots. These guys are allergic to boxing out because Rudy Gobert gets another putback completely uncontested. Now, Luka's beautiful offensive sequence that we just saw and that easy uncontested putback, they both count the same. It's 2 points. But the media, they like to focus on the last 3 minutes of the game with, he or she, they're not clutch. They're clutch. The clutch gene. It's also, yes, being clutch is great, but being great in the first quarter is great too. Now, Randle, this next play, he knows he has Luka on him. Get him the ball, let him go to work. JJ Redick, having a shot blocker at the rim will do a world of good at this point. It's, just have somebody there to make him second guess. When he's driving, make him think he has to kick it out somewhere. Somebody can jump the lane, take it off, and go for a fast break. It's ridiculous because this stuff, it just makes you wonder. JJ knows this. He played at a high level. He should know better. You know, it's like Triple H, The Rock, WWE not booking shows to their max potential. Like, I mean, The Rock's not head of creative, but still, he's on the board of directors. You know, you should have some. You did this. You know what the highest level should look like. You're not doing things to their max potential. I mean, come on, guys. You should know better than this. You did it at the highest level. Next play, Luka. He misses the lay, and instead of fighting for the rebound, he's looking for the foul. The only players I've seen worse with this, you know, with the foul baiting. I mean, there's obviously LeBron. He's in the category by himself. We're not going to waste time on him. James Harden and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Those two are, you know, foul fiends. Joel Embiid, when he's healthy, he's always looking for a foul. You know, I'm just like, look, play ball. Get the rebound. Talk to the ref when the ball is dead. Get the board. Move the hell on. Talk to the ref afterwards. Let him know that, you know, look for this. He's doing this. But meanwhile, he's talking, and the break is going, and now it's a 4-point swing, just like that. Now, next play, you see, you know, Rui guessed wrong, didn't stay home. Reeves has to come down to help. Stop Gobert from getting an easy lay. Conley is wide open in the corner for the easy three. I mean, just watching the tape, it's just clear that JJ Redick did not know how to manage the team and have them be disciplined on defense. I don't hear, you know, watching these shows, you know, driving around, listening to them, I don't hear Stephen A. talking about the fact that Darvin Ham, you know, went to the Western Conference Finals, you know, that Luka went to the finals they didn't go Western Conference Finals last year, but he's been to the Western Conference Finals before. That was 23 with the Nuggets. I mean, Luka went to the finals just last year with the Dallas squad, which arguably had less talent on it than this Lakers squad this year. The Lakers had enough pieces to make some noise and failed to do so, in my opinion, because of three things. LeBron, he's 40. I don't care what he's taken. He's not the same as he used to be. There's no shame in that, but he's not the same as Miami LeBron or his second run in Cleveland. Luka Doncic, he needs to do what Jokic did. Jokic worked on his defense to where he's serviceable and he can't be targeted for easy points by the opposing team. He also needs to play more off the ball to conserve his energy and keep his teammates involved and the offense flowing. Now, the last, you know, piece of blame I would say JJ Redick did not have the ability to use the right personnel and the right defensive sets to stop the T-Wolves offense consistently. Now, in regard to blame percentage, I would give LeBron and Luka probably about 30% apiece. And I would give JJ 40% because he's the head of the ship. LBJ is 40. He can't play two ways the way he once did. Luka's 25. You know, he's a superstar, a top 5 guy in the league who just got to the finals last year, going through the same conference. He went through the West. All that John Morant, you know, I'm fine in the West. He actually is fine in the West, or he was. He went through the whole West last year with the Dallas Mavericks. And I said earlier this year that I don't think the JJ experiment would work out. Maybe long term, but definitely not the first year or two. Like, he needs a little bit more experience managing these personalities, because it's not just an X's and O's thing. You got to be able to speak to them in a way that, you know, it resonates and people listen, working your personnel. You know, we saw what he did in terms of not giving those guys rest and playing the whole second half. That's one of those calls where it hasn't been done in 30 years for a reason. But I will say this, you know, no guts, no glory. At some point, somebody's got to try something different. He did try something different. I'll give him kudos for that. But it probably wasn't the wisest move to have your 40-year-old player and a player who's been called out for potentially having, conditioning issues with Luka. Having both those guys go for the whole second half probably wasn't the wisest move. But once again, you're losing the series, no guts, no glory. You know, fortune favors the bold. Now, I said that, you know, I was talking about the video that we did earlier. I do think that the NBA overall, they have to do something about the regular season, but playoff time right now, this is where their money is. They really have to start emphasizing more of the playoffs. Get away from that regular season, you know, drag, that slow pace of the regular season. Cut that in half somehow, or find a way to make that interesting, because what you have in the playoffs right now, like with that Clippers Nuggets series, that is what NBA basketball should be. Now, if we can get a series like that each round from here on out, that's a huge success for their playoffs, and their ratings are going to go back up. But we'll see. You know, God bless. As usual, don't be mad at me, be mad at yourself.